Welp, here we go again. Bethesda could not let BioWare have all the attention with Anthem. They wanted to remind everyone of the ongoing disaster that is Fallout 76. But right now, I'm honestly tired of the pathetic anti-consumer decisions that this company has been making and their consistent lies. It's insane how this just won't end, and Bethesda keeps doing the dumbest shit over and over again. Like, if Anthem's development was such a train wreck and a nightmare, I can only imagine what Fallout 76's was like. But Bethesda is going down a very dark road, and the writing has been on the wall for a long time, way before Fallout 76 was even a thing. I'd argue for years there has been shady behavior. Obviously, we had horse armor over a decade ago in Oblivion, which at the time, downloadable content like that in an offline single-player game was non-existent, and people genuinely were pissed about it at the time. Crazy how that's become the norm nowadays. But then we have paid mods about 4 years ago, in which Bethesda tried finding a way to monetize the modding scene for Skyrim on Steam, but that ultimately was killed shortly after it was implemented due to severe negative backlash. But just about 2 years later, Bethesda tried another go at monetizing the modding scene with the Creation Club, something described as not paid mods and not DLC by Bethesda VP Pete Hines. Now with Fallout 76, it seems Bethesda just said, you know what, let's go all in on the live service fun that has made Ubisoft, Take-Two Interactive, Electronic Arts, and Activision Blizzard billions of dollars. If you have followed this channel for the last few years, I made videos before Fallout 76 was announced, predicting eventually a Fallout Online experience would be coming, and I made that prediction based off the fact that Fallout 5 is not coming for years, and Bethesda will want to keep this franchise alive and making money. They already have done this with the Elder Scrolls, which has live service titles that includes ESO, Legends, and now Blades, which is their way to keep that franchise making money until eventually the next main entry, the Elder Scrolls 6 arrives. Unfortunately though, Fallout 76, the game that's meant to keep this Fallout franchise making money for years to come, was a mess come launch day, and it was slammed by critics and users for being a boring, broken, unfinished disaster that makes people look at previous buggy Bethesda releases in a different light. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go through all the controversies and debacles that have happened so far post-release with Fallout 76, but most of you already know for about 3 months following Fallout 76's launch, there was a new screw-up almost every few days. There was a data breach, the canvas bag mess, a secret developer room accessed and exploited, duplication glitches that went unfixed for months, an update that brought back old previously resolved bugs, investigations by law firms into deceptive trade practices, greedy cosmetic microtransactions, and the list of screw-ups goes on and on. But all of this scrutiny surrounding a bad game has contributed to it not selling well. From the available sales data we have, Fallout 76 has been a big failure despite what Bethesda's Todd Howard has been misleading the public to believe. And if you're not sure what I'm referring to, at PAX East, Bethesda director Todd Howard said Fallout 76 has done very well and has millions of players. Although Fallout 76 did not even crack the top 20 in games sold in 2018, a report coming from Super Data Research states that in Fallout 76's debut month of November 2018, the game only managed to sell 1.4 million digital copies, and also website Gamstat has found that on the PlayStation 4, as of March 1st, 2019, Fallout 76 has only sold 2 million copies. But to Bethesda's credit, things have been quiet as of late, and Fallout 76 has been improving. Particularly, the Wild Appalachia update has been well received by the community of players still left playing this title. Now, unfortunately, and not surprising at all to me, Bethesda, who has just recently managed to put Fallout 76 in a good direction for at least the players who remain, have thrown that goodwill down the toilet. The community that has defended this game for months, even after all the controversies, was once more burned by Bethesda, and it looks like many of those individuals have just had enough. So what exactly has happened? Well, it's the announcement of a pay-to-win mechanic called repair kits that are coming soon to Fallout 76. As it's described on the Bethesda website, repair kits are new utility items that will help you spend more time looting and shooting and less time toiling away at a workbench fixing your gear. We've received lots of requests for repair kits, and we're excited to add them in the weeks following patch 8. These will come in two forms: basic repair kits and improved repair kits. Repair kits cannot be dropped, sold to vendors, or traded with other players. Which, let me just say, I love when one, developers justify anti-consumer practices by saying this is what you guys have been demanding and asking for, yet I've had trouble finding any feedback or threads asking for a feature like this. You want to know why this is being implemented? It's because those overpriced cosmetics are not bringing in enough money, and additionally the game already has not sold well, so Bethesda needs to find more ways to monetize the players that are left. We've known for a while that this was the direction that they would be going in. Remember the lunchboxes that were data mined from the game's microtransaction store months ago? Those lunchboxes featured gameplay altering effects such as a radiation resistance bonus, a damage bonus, a carry capacity bonus, and an XP boost. When 2019 began, it was leaked by YouTuber Juicehead footage of these lunchboxes in action, in which players in your party could all gain the effects by coming close to you when you open the lunchbox, which had a grand celebratory animation attributed to it. Then we also have the Unstoppable outfit, which was a limited time item that released back in early February in the Atomic shop, in which if you had the outfit enabled, you would gain plus 15 maximum health, and if you were in a group of 4 players, you could gain a maximum of plus 60 health. 2 months later now, we have the repair kits. Now Bethesda does break each of these repair kits down on the website. First, with the basic one, it stated basic repair kits are single-use consumables that immediately restore one of the items in your inventory to 100% condition. So long as you have a repair kit in your inventory, you can use it to fix up a piece of gear anytime, anywhere, and without spending any of your own crafting materials. Once you've got a repair kit, open your Pip-Boy to find an item you want to repair, hit inspect, select the new repair kit option, and then leap right back into the action. You can also use the repair kits at any workbench in your camp, at workshops, or those you find in the world. Basic repair kits will be unlockable in the Atomic shop using items you've purchased or those you've earned for free by completing in-game challenges. With the improved repair kits, it's stated you can use improved repair kits in all the same ways as basic repair kits, and they are also single-use consumables. However, improved kits buff the selected item's condition up to 150%, giving it an even longer lifespan against the trials of wasteland combat. Improved repair kits are rare items that we plan to award you for free as you take on various types of in-game content. As an example, you will receive them as loot when you take down the Scorchbeast Queen. So the big problem with these items is that they are pay to win, and they are just another example of Bethesda breaking their cosmetic-only promise with Fallout 76, because I guess this industry just loves to fucking lie and mislead about everything. On Bethesda's website, the Atomic shop page states in bold that the shop was founded to give you as much choice and variety in how you want to customize and celebrate your adventures. It doesn't offer anything with a competitive advantage, and more so, it aims to bring joy not just to you, but the other dwellers around you, which this page will soon need an update because no matter the way you look at this, an advantage definitely can be gained. But back in September 2018, Bethesda VP Pete Hines, in an interview with Metro, was asked how the Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot box debacle affected them, and Pete Hines responded saying, "Well, we really try. We're pretty aware of where the line is and try and sit on the right side of that line. So I'll give you an example. It's not like microtransactions haven't been a 4-letter word in this industry among certain folks for a while. We have microtransactions in Fallout 76, but they're only cosmetic. Anything we're selling for real money you can also buy with in-game currency that you get as a reward while you play." Great to see such a blatant lie get exposed for the second time, and I'm sure that there will be more crappy gameplay affecting microtransactions to come, like those lunchboxes have not been implemented yet. Look out for that. Oh, and let's not forget perk card packs were originally in the Atomic shop but removed around launch. Bethesda likely had more egregious and manipulative monetization plans, but because of the Battlefront 2 mess, they at least to some extent had to backpedal a little bit. Now I fully expect many of the fanboys and corporate defenders to defend this anti-consumer decision, but let me explain how this is pay to win. The basic repair kits are only available in the Atomic shop and have a gameplay advantage for those who own them. Additionally, this repair kit, which fans apparently wanted cannot be dropped, sold to vendors, or traded with other players, which isn't that extremely convenient for Bethesda. Now the improved repair kit can be earned through gameplay, but again, here's the thing, it's a rare item that may be rewarded with taking down a Scorchbeast Queen, which is not an easy feat for newer or lower level players. It is said that it will be available through other content, but like most free-to-play games, it likely will be found in difficult or lengthy quests because the goal is to get you to spend money. This is honestly such a scummy decision that really shows how Bethesda cares for its players, and recognize how I said a feature like this in a free-to-play game game, not a $60 AAA release. But I do want to mention the Elder Scrolls Online, which has a similar repair kit that's sold, although there's a difference as those repair kits are much more commonly found in the game and sold by vendors, which won't be the case in Fallout 76. At least it doesn't seem like it will be. But ultimately, if you don't see this as being pay to win, which I personally believe it is, the other factor is that Bethesda broke their cosmetic-only promise again. Now there still is time for this feature to be nixed or cancelled. The last part of this item's announcement on the Bethesda website says, "We read tons of feedback and suggestions from the Fallout 76 community, and repair kits were a popular request that we wanted to get into players' hands. We also felt we could try out something new at these, both in-game and in the Atomic Shop. As we look to the future, we're exploring ways we can bring other community-driven ideas to the game as well, such as refrigerators for camps, ammo and food converters, and even the ability to send scrap to your stash without having to head home. Repair kits are our first attempt at a utility item like this. We plan to make adjustments based on your feedback, so we hope you'll share your thoughts with us when they go live later this month. The only way these repair kits are acceptable is if they are not available in the Atomic Shop. The same can be said about the lunchboxes, but right now the community is simply pissed about this item announcement. The Fallout 76 subreddit, which has been extremely defensive of Bethesda for months, has had enough. We have one thread titled, "Pump the brakes on hashtag pay to repair Bethesda. If you want more money, implement better cosmetics." And then the top voted thread right now is titled, "Danger Sign Repair Kits non-cosmetic item will be purchasable with atoms only." And the user goes on to make a great point that this may just be the beginning of these pay to win items. They state, "Okay, so a non-cosmetic item in the Atomic Shop. This is not a good sign for the game. Bethesda, no, no, no. This is a direct violation of the cosmetics only promise. In fact, look at the wording of their post. In the same heading, they mention features such as refrigerators, ammo scrapping, and transferring scrap to inventory without stashes. There's a severe possibility that all of these could actually be purchases from the Atomic Shop. This would let players who pay extra have a significantly different gameplay experience, the very definition of pay to win." Another thread is titled, "What the heck, Bethesda? Right when things were going good, you add non-cosmetics to the Atomic Shop? Shame on you." And this user further adds, "Seriously, this is unacceptable. We were promised a cosmetic-only Atomic Shop. The idea of repair kits is a good one, but non-tradable, uncraftable Atomic Shop items? This is simply infuriating. Fix this before it explodes with the power of a nuclear bomb in your face, Bethesda." And these are just some of the top posts on the Fallout 76 subreddit. Right now, as you can see, every single thread is complaining and calling out this BS, which, will Bethesda reverse their decision on this feature? I would think so, but they have transformed into a very ugly company. For the last few days, I've been giving the Elder Scrolls Blades a try, and it's just another example of Bethesda being money hungry. That game, like most mobile games, is a pay-to-win disaster with paywalls at every turn. And additionally, as you can see in some of these screenshots I've taken, there's special offers that pop up when leveling up or completing a quest. It's disgusting and intentional, like with what's happening to Fallout 76. This wasn't a slip-up, this was straight-up greed, and something that the monetization experts and designers wanted implemented. As I've explored in a past video, this is the new Bethesda. The entire company is shifting to live service games, and this is just the beginning. Even if Bethesda decides not to put this item in the Atomic Shop, everyone still playing their games should know exactly what they are trying to do. Listening to player feedback my ass. At PAX East 2019, Todd Howard shared how one player made their dissatisfaction known with a feature.
Some people send letters.
Yeah, we do get letters.
Some of those are very creative. I got a box of bobby pins the other week that said Wavies. So whoever sent that was the most creative letter I got.
Yeah, apparently someone sent a box of bobby pins to Todd because at one point the game had them weighed at 0.1 pounds, much higher than the real life weight. Which maybe someone should send Todd Howard a repair kit of some sorts to tell him how everyone feels about this cash grab. Now, while this may have been a good laugh, I'm sure there are many other letters sent to Bethesda, including, some legal letters. Fallout 76 had the potential to be something enjoyable, but Bethesda, they blew it at just about every turn and in every way. This game is financially not doing well because they delivered a bad game that thankfully tons of consumers decided not to buy, but for the players who did spend $60 on this mess, I find it laughable how Bethesda is implementing anti-consumer greedy features and trying to make it look like they're listening. This is the new Bethesda and why I'm extremely nervous about games like Starfield and the Elder Scrolls 6, even if they are single player only. For the last number of weeks, BioWare has dominated headlines headlines for their ongoing mess that is Anthem, but Bethesda certainly couldn't let them hog up the spotlight forever, so now we have this. Anyway, what do you make of the repair kits and what's your opinion of Bethesda right now? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value. Make sure to follow my other social media accounts for updates on new videos. Links are always down in the description below. I'm most active on Twitter giving opinions on news that I don't always get into video form, so make sure to follow me over there. Also check out my Discord for all sorts of discussion on games, and again, thank you for joining. Consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.